Yo, what's going on, y'all? We are back. PYS 3, Day 3. It's the last day of qualifiers for a Blitz Masters Legacy. After today, top 8 will be determined. We've got 2 exciting groups today. We will be streaming one of them, of course. And let's just jump right into it. Welcome everyone in the chat. We got Dracula, Oliver, OG, and Billy. Hello to everybody. Hope you guys are excited. We can just get right into it, I guess. Here we've got brackets there working today. I am happy. Group 1, 404, Rejects, Ponda, and Altus. So this will be Group 1. And then Group 2, this is the one that I am streaming. Toma, KittenM, Wheel, and Alev. I think it's particularly interesting how the seeding turned out on this one, because Wheel and Alev are, I believe, the 2 best chance teams of winning this group, and they are in the same first game here. So we are going to be starting with this set right away. I'm excited for how it goes today. And yeah, these are the groups that will be streamed. And yeah, I also did want to go over something else today, which is the leaderboard for the cups. From what I heard, they're still not 100% accurate. Like, it's not fully confirmed, but we can at least take a look. I don't know the best place to put my camera right now. Maybe top right? We can do that real quick. Let's move up there. Yeah, so we have Joker, Origin, 7 Reds, and Oblivion that have already qualified through. And then teams on top for cups. Actually, it looks like, interestingly enough, Honda, Toma, Wheel, Alev are all the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. So based on cups, this is how it's going to go right now. It's very interesting how Toma, Wheel, and Alev are all in the same group today. So it could cause problems for one of those teams trying to make top 8. But that is how the cookie crumbled. And if we look at a 9th, okay, let's actually take a look at how close the cups are. So this is 27,300. And this is 26,900. So that's a 400 cup difference between 8th and 9th place. It could get really close here. I think 7th was also right there. So very close gap between 7, 8, 9. 10 is less than 1,000 below. Yeah, so it's going to be a tight little race here for top 8. I think 16S is not playing today, so we will not be seeing them. But for the rest of the teams, it will be an interesting mix. We'll see who is in there and who will come out on top. I don't know what the cup results are going to be today, but we can probably get a good guess based on performances who's going to qualify. So again, this is your top 8, and at the moment, if the winners are Ponda and Wheel or Alev, then either Wheel or Alev and Toma are going to be the teams that go through on cups. But Toma could fall out if they perform badly. Same with Wheel, same with Alev. If either of those teams get like 3rd place, one of these teams that gets 3rd, there's a chance that if Rejects gets 2nd, they can overtake. And I don't know the math behind it, but it could be an interesting thing to consider. Alright, I got my training room invite. We are going to be starting off with Wheel versus Alev. So, let's get it. Go ahead, switch to only and get us set up here. Wheel on the left. Alev on the right. I don't remember if I switched the title of the training room overlay to look correct for PYS 3 Day 3, but hopefully it's fine. Looks like we got some KittenM fans in the chat. Very nice, very nice. We'll see if they go to the upper bracket while beating Toma, or if they get knocked out in losers bracket immediately. Having watched yesterday's sets, I'm excited to see them play again today if we get to watch them. Shadow Mist, hello, and Catastrophic, hello, hello. Whichever team has the most players with broccoli haircuts will win. Very true. I can totally see that happening. Throw this up here. And we just gotta wait about 30 seconds for the training room to be showed on stream. Now, Oyman did have a lot of issues with EU. I really hope that she triple checked NA so that we don't have any issues. But also, if we do have issues, I will do my best not to bother her unless it's absolutely necessary. Like if it's really early on in today and there's going to be like a lot of sets that have issues, then I will definitely let her know. But if it's like near the end hopefully we can try to take care of it ourselves here. Maybe do a little bit of self-hosting if we have to. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, we can show the room. Things have pulled up here. This is going to be a best of 5. Wintermell as the first map. Now, Wheel already readied up with their 7 tanks. They've got Krons, Concepts, an F3, and a light tank being that Panzerwagon. And then Elev, similar, but they bring in a Felice instead of a second Concept. We don't know what Misty's bringing. If it's the mouse, maybe they're cooking a mouse strat here on Wintermell. I don't know how that cooks with the new towns. Yeah, it looks like they're not going to be running that potentially. Actually, pretty much identical lineup to Wheel, other than a Felice for an F3. So very similar stuff here from both teams. And yeah, both of these teams are very strong. They both won their groups yesterday, to my understanding. I'd have to double check the groups for that, but I'm pretty sure they both did. Yeah, actually, I'm going to double check myself there. So yeah, I think the groups today were a little strange, but it's all good. This is not probably how I would have sorted them. Yeah, Wheel won their group. Elev won their group. Actually, yeah, it's fine. I guess the seating's fine. It's just like the order of the matches. Because KittenM got second in their group, and so did Toma. But KittenM and Toma are facing each other first. So it's a little bit weird, but in the end, it's a double elimination, so it shouldn't really matter either way. It'll be fine. Just means that whoever loses this set is going to have a little bit of a more intense fight to grand finals. They'll have to play an extra set. But no big deal. These teams can handle it. What's up, Rondo? Welcome, welcome. I will be monitoring Discord for any issues, just because, again, Wayman's asleep, so I will hope that they ping me if they have issues. NA teams, I will be monitoring Discord. Any issues? Cool. Alright. And we can go ahead and introduce Wintermell as the set begins. I sent a message in the tourney chat for NA teams to contact me if they have issues. Hopefully there are none. But you never know. Today I think was one of the worst, and I shouldn't say it was the worst day. I think there were days where entire groups were having issues. Today I think it was just, you know, since it's later on the PYS, there are only a few groups on each, so yeah. Anyway, here is Wheel 11, game 1. Wintermell again, best of 5. Very similar lineups. Watson in the Panzerwagon is going to the center in town here. Wet is going to be spotting near A, where the rest of his team is going. He won't find anything. Looks like Watson's just going to go for a quick C grab here. Does he get the base first? Yes. Should be a cap lead for Wheel. Yeah, the tank is going to help cap that as well. So the double cap from Elev won't be able to catch them up here. So Wheel taking a cap lead and backing out. Also noticing, I don't think I've seen Lilia play yet for Wheel. Maybe a new roster pickup for this third PYS. So that is cool. But at the moment, bases have been grabbed, tension will build. Wheel is rotating tanks back into their own spawn. They were pretty much all committed towards C, but not anymore. Lilia and Mormon spotting each other. But I think this might be a bit of a slower game. I don't know if Elev is ready to make any sort of push at the moment. They are relatively spread out looking at the minimap here. Lilia takes a little HE shot from Misty, but that's not going to cause much at the moment. I saw Bartholin got lit earlier. but I did not see anything else over on this side. I'm guessing just the light tank lit him. Wet lit in the Panzer wagon. Might be going to see if he can get like a perma spot on the concept or something. Well, he's still got the light bulb, so probably some sort of proxy or tracer from bouncing the shot off of the turret, which is a weird mechanic. It's weird that that's a thing, but it is. Either that or Wet's still somehow spotting from that bush. The wheel is still chilling in the back. They've got double cron. Ooh, nice blind shot from Lily. As soon as I look away, Lily hitting the blind shot on the light. But double Kronvons are holding an angle here in particular. If anyone wants to push into B, they are going to get touched. Bartholin, he looks like he's in the area, but I don't think he's even trying to. No, he's kind of hiding behind a rock right now. He's chilling. Audio kind of low. Is that your PC? It shouldn't be any different. I don't know. Are you guys having audio issues? I have changed no setting, and it looks like everything is the same sound level as normal. I don't really know. Very strange. I don't really know how to fix that, especially while I'm live. Talking low? Maybe I was talking a little low. I can speak a little bit louder. Hopefully this is better. I was talking a little quiet. Not for any particular reason. Anyway, Watson is still trying to get spots over on this side. I haven't really found a whole lot. Both teams are playing passive, although Mormon G is starting to move up a little bit, having been spotted previously. Lily actually getting shot a little bit. Taking some bleeds here. Wet with a nice shot from a distance. But Mormon G moving up like this. Wheel is ready for him. Like I activates the Ret Cal. Other Kronvon is there backing him up as well. But I love getting some good early bleeds. Could be a source of pushing, but no, it looks like Chemo is moving in over from this side. I believe CTA and Tyrannos double tapped him. But they can't move up very easily between the light tank and the concept being there. Not an easy push. Looks like they want to go for Lilia here. But Laikai and the other Kronvon are going to be pushing right into Mormon G with 3 full shots each in the clip. That should definitely be a kill here. Also, Chemo got bled out extremely hard trying to push through for Alev. Alev is now taking time to push through the center instead of over the edge. I have to watch 2 things at the same time. Mormon G trying to stay alive. Somehow, this Kronvon deciding to go away. Laikai trying to get the kill on their own. But in comes Alev to the C corner, and they're trying to pick off the light tank, Dr. Watson. They do get that kill. Base B was grabbed by Alev. Now Wheel is taking it back. Laikai picks up Mormon G. It's 900 cap points for both teams at the moment, but Alev is stopping C. Nub the tank could go down here if not careful, if Apple picks up that kill, but Bartholin Sist goes down as well. 950 right now for Wheel. Apple's looking for the kill in the tank, hits it. 950 now for Alev, and they have 2 caps here. Misty needs to stay alive. Laikai gets taken down by Watachi over on the other side, and that is going to be game 1 for Alev. The last second push, it was looking a little bit dicey trying to go from the red line, but they switched their approach, pushed through the center into C, and it ended up working out just fine for them, able to pick up kills. Got a little bit dicey in the end. Caps were at around 900 for both teams for a long time, and the kills were being traded back and forth, but in the end, Alev got the extra kill and had the extra base at the end, which put them over 1,000, and a nice win for Alev game 1. Felice on Wintermount, I mean, yeah, it's not unheard of. You know, Felice is good at anchoring down, and it looks like that's exactly what Alev was trying to do, is anchor down. Wintermail is a bit of an awkward map to spectate, because for one, there are fights on both sides of the map, and 2, I can only fly up so high before it starts showing clouds. As far as I'm aware, Wintermail is the only map that has those clouds, where if you just fly so high, you eventually just, your vision gets kind of taken out. I can't remember any map that does that other than Wintermill, so it's a bit awkward to spectate. So I was trying to have it all on camera, but it also meant that I couldn't be as close. And maybe I should have just gone like closer, but I don't know. It is what it is. Anyway, we were about to see the same lineup again from both teams, just about 5 Krons, a Felice, and a Light. We love the meta. We love it. holding place winner mal kind of difficult. I'm not as familiar with how things go with the new map formatting. It can be quite different. We'll see. Oh my goodness, I got flashbanged for a minute there. But yeah, looks like identical lineups for both teams. Fair enough. We'll get right into game number 2. Lev is leading 1-0 in this best of 5. And yeah, identical lineups for both teams. The bleeds that Lev got into Lily at the start also definitely did help them with their push, although they ended up like losing those tanks, but still. Well, one of the tanks at least. Watson doing exactly what Wet did last game, and Wet doing pretty much what Watson did. Now, he's not driving quite as through the center, but Wheel fully committed towards A, and Watson is wasting no time getting on the base there. I like it. It means Wheel will take the cap lead. Misty shooting, I don't know what Misty is shooting, HE there or something or what, but gets HE'd many times in return. Yeah, this time Wheel has the cap lead from the A side. So this game will probably play out quite differently than the previous one. Is Bartholin going for a quick B grab? Could be a risk. Looks like no, he's turning around. Took an interesting path there. Went through those buildings. Something that you not used to be able to do. You did not used to be able to do with the old layout of the map. Lilia again getting hit early, losing a crew member. And having to burn the multi-repair kit. Don't know if Lilia has a second repair, or if it's just reactive here. Wasn't paying attention if the speed boost got activated earlier. But anyways, this time Wheel is able to hold from this position, whereas last game Elev had to push from this position. So, we'll see what's cooking, but Wet doing very similar to what Watson did last game, although he's shooting his gun, whereas Watson was just going for pure vision. Good bleeds from Elev, though. They are hitting many shots into Wheel. They've hit 3 now, taken only 1. It's not doing too bad for them at the moment. And they have plenty of time before they have to make their move. Caps are hitting 500 now. It's been 2 minutes. We've got another 2 minutes before they really need to do anything. 3 minutes. 2.5, I don't know, but they might not waste all that time. Ooh, CTA peeking up a little bit, taking 2 full hits, and then an HE as well. Ormangy actually unloading the full clip, he might as well. Things aren't going to be happening for a little while. Didn't see if Watson got blind fired there or something. But Sev has been cross-fired out a little bit. He's in an awkward position. But speed boosting up like that, Elev is just going to make their push right away. Watson spots it along with Lilia. And he is going to bail immediately. And Elev pushes through, but Wheel doesn't really have tanks set up to hit hard here. And do Elev go for a push on Lilia? Could be awkward pushing in the open here. I could definitely see Applewell taking a lot of damage, but it looks like Chemo being the focus fire here. He could go down quite quickly. He's already on 300 HP, dead driver as well. Lilia pushing forward to get away from Apple. And we'll be trying to clip out Misty here, reloading an extra shot to guarantee the kill, which is a good decision. You want to keep your DPM up. Elev is going to double up on Bartholin in the center here. And yet Lilia should get the kill here. 419. No, low roll. Rolling just average there. Misty will be able to survive, but CTA is going to look for that kill if he backs up too much. But we will see who gets the reload there. At the moment, Chemo is still hiding. Both Misty and Lilia are reloaded. Who picks up the kill? It's Lilia. Very nice. Bartholin going down in the center as well. Wheel actually had 3 tanks on him. Watson does get picked up in the light tank, but it is a 4 versus 6 at the moment. Wheel has a lot more hit points. They have a lot more caps, and they have, at this point, 3 more guns as Sevtails goes down. Despite the early bleed that Elev put out, the push that Elev tried to make in the end just lost them way too many hit points. Chemo didn't really get to do anything with his gun. They lost tanks very quickly. And Wheel, just with that little cap lead, was able to get a win out. No problem at all. Also, Lilia picking up the kill was a good reaction over Misty there. 985, 990, 985. And that's game 2. We are all tied up 1 game apiece here. Nice cap from Wet, but unfortunately doesn't do anything. Playing to A is kind of sus. I mean, Alev won game 1 doing that, so I don't know, man. I don't know if I can agree with you. What's up, Immortal? Welcome to the stream. As well as Helmy. Hello, hello. And there we go. All tied up. Going to New Bay for games 3. Cool. Love me some New Bay action. Wheel will have the southeast corner, Alev with northwest, and here's the mouse. So I'm guessing Alev were practicing the mouse, which is why Misty had it pulled up earlier. Almost saw 7 crowns for Wheel, but not quite. Bringing in a concept, still all Clippers. And Alev. All Clippers except for the mouse, but they have a Fleet in the mix there as well. Cool. In previous metas, the Kron was used to hold the ramps. Typically, you'd put 2 or 3 in the ramps, and they would just hold it while the rest of their team made plays elsewhere or defended elsewhere. But now that, you know, Kron is the meta tank, you can kind of just throw them anywhere, you know. It doesn't tell you that those are going to likely sit on the ramps. So, we will see. 20 seconds left until the game. Would be nice to see a little tiebreaker on the very first set of the day. On the last day of qualifiers. Let's go ahead and roll the clip here. We'll see. Wheel's gotten the cap lead on both games on Wintermail. Maybe Alev needs to be a little bit less hesitant at grabbing bases. Because Wheel's been pretty fearless with doing that. But there are no light tanks this time around, so it's not going to be as simple as yellowing a base with a light tank. They will have to be a little tactful with their decisions there. Speed boosts from Wheel. Looks like Lilia was running the speed boost after all. Most Crown Von players are. It's a great advantage. Both teams are indeed sending Crown Vons to the ramps. It's not all of them. A little half and half split up. Sev taking an early hit. So does Laikai, just a little HE round there. Mormon G taking an interesting little path ski here. To try to play it safe. Not going to peek out around that corner. Good. Wheel again gets the cap lead. That will put pressure on Alev to make a play. Are they going to make a quick play, or are they going to take their time? Looks like Apple crossing already over on the C side of things. He will find himself in a little 1v1 ski against the Concept, who is already clipped out. If you're Apple, you're just going to reload the shot. Interesting. Okay, fair enough. And Wheel is going right away in on the ramps area here. Looks like they want Mormon. Who do they want here? I don't know. Apple's still fighting against the Concept, but Laikai, the focus fire for Alev. Mormon might be able to find it. No, he's looking elsewhere. Wheel's going for Sev. They turn around. No, it's... Where is it? No, it's just Apple over on this side. Who hit Apple? It was Watson. Wondered what happened to him. Mormon G got hit hard crawling up like that. Nib does get picked. Laikai still low. Chemo's going to look for that. Won't be able to find it easily. Sev is low. The brawl is in favor of Wheel here. They have 2 kills as well. Barthlin's now in a 2v1 scenario. Misty driving up in the mouse already down to 300 HP gets taken out quickly. Yikes. When you focus fire a mouse so quickly like that, able to get the kill. Yeah, Love doesn't have anything left here. They're down 2 guns. Barthlin's in a 2 versus 1 scenario. Not even looking at the Concept for whatever reason. He's the lower HP tank. Sev is picked off by Tyrannos. Yeah, Wheel just seems to be a good brawling team here. Relev had a really good push in game 1. This seems to be just better brawls from Wheel. Wet looking for the kill. Won't even be able to reload in time. Tyrannos picks up another kill. Down goes Bartholin. Yeah, this one wasn't even close. 6 guns left. That's crazy. Chemo going to be the last tank alive this time. Looking to see if he can sneak a kill. Will not. He's going to get to put the last shot in. Yikes. There we go. 2-1 lead for Wheel. Getting a little bit of momentum going. Very cool. Dang, I can't believe that even, like, Misty and the Mouse got hit so hard to the point where really the first time I paid attention to them, they were already on, like, 800 HP. Big yikes, they're only 400. Lilia put in work this game. And tough one for Apple. Apple was, like, reloading single shots against, like, the 1v1 on the concept. But I don't know how they just got deleted so quickly. I think he just sat in front of... was it Watson, I guess, in the cron, and somehow got clipped at by both of them. Didn't even try firing like his full clip in. I feel like once you start getting shot and you know that you're gonna die, you just unload your clip, but he didn't get any shots out from that. I don't think it would have changed much though, to be honest. Okay, interesting. Lineups are switching up quite a bit here. Alev keeps the Mouse though. But Wheels rocking double Felice. Lev rocking Felice double 116. Okay. Forgot to do that. Tiebreaker or 3-1 for Wheel to start things off. Wheel is in 8th place right now on Cups, so they're not really in danger. The only problem for any of these teams would be if they get 3rd place in this group. Could be a little awkward. But we'll find out. The score's still looking fine. This is good. There we go. Hopefully the Mouse will cook this time. More than 400 damage, please. Lol. Let's see where they go. Got the Dune camo going. I like it. Wheel is speed boosting pretty much everything. You see 6 speed boosts active at the moment. They're all going to A. Are they just gonna shit shove Mormon G here? They could do it. He's the only tank here. It's a free pick. But do they know that Alev has nothing here? I guess they do. They would probably spot more. Yeah, Mormon G making this interesting path. What happens to him? Everyone gets spotted. Bang, bang. He takes 2 hits. Honestly, all things considered, that is not bad. He could have taken way more damage there. He will still probably get pushed here, though. No, Wheel's playing smart. They know the Lev will have backup, which they do. The backup comes. It is Misty making himself known in the Mouse. But what's Wet doing? Where's Wet? I don't see Wet. Wet got hit hard in the back here. Looks like Alev was trying to do a little bit of a wraparound with Sev and Wet. Took some damage for it. They've put a few shots into Watson, though, up top. Alev is holding the ramps with a few tanks. The Mouse doing the same play again. Could just get nuked again. Tyrannos is going to put a clip right on in there. And Alev taking their time. Chemo, Applewell. Going to be going for Tyrannos here in the back. They went for a little bit of a trap play. I like that. And Alev blocking Mr. Watson in there with the Mouse. And yeah, between Apple and Chemo, they should be able to pick up Dracula. I like that little delayed push they got going on here. Alev's looking solid this time around. Wet will go down in a moment, maybe in that corner. No, they're going to be able to keep him alive. Misty's the first to fall. Bartholin will as well. He just needs to put his shots in. That's 1. Puts in his last shot. That's good. That's exactly what he needed to do. CTA is going to go down to Sev. Problem with Alev right now is they've got an empty clip Kron, empty clip 116s here. but they're up a gun and a decent bit of HP right now. They're looking for the kill on Lilia. Applewell should be able to help with it. Reloads the shot, gets the kill. Very nice. Mormon G staying alive, but nope. Gets picked off there. Nice shot from the Kronwagen. Wet is doing okay all the way in the back, but he's just kind of letting the Kronwagen push him. If I were him, I'd start backing and kiting. He's taking a little bit too long there. Sev's going to have a nice full clip into the rear of the Kronwagen. Wet puts yet another shot in. Yep, he is going to get killed here for that. Won't be able to survive, but he was going to die anyway. And he takes a lot of damage for that. 650 roll from Sev. That's a crazy roll. Like High gets picked. It's just the tank left alive against 3. Make that 2. He picks up 1, but Elev did claw it back. I really liked what they did with the delayed tanks in B. That waited until Tyranno started driving up the little mound here, and then they killed him for that. That was a really nice touch that I liked from Elev. And of course the 3 tanks they had up here were able to somehow isolate a tank entirely. But the tank's not moving. He gives up. Respectable. Die for time. And we will have a tiebreaker on our hands here for the first set. Very good stuff. This time the mouse worked. Good stuff, good stuff. I mean, it didn't do the most damage, but that's not what you run a mouse for. It is not a damage dealing tank. And Port Bay as tiebreaker. This will be good. I do enjoy me some Port Bay comp. Pubs, hate the map. One of my least favorites. Bottom 3. Pubs, yeah, not my thing. But in competitive, it's fun. I think it's a good map. Double light tank from Wheel. They're cooking something here. Wet Rock and the Panzerwagen. For Elev with 5 crowns and a Felice. Alright. There are, I think, on Port Bay, I don't know if they still have them gone. At one point, the invisible walls were removed, and you could do some interesting boosts. I don't know if those are back or if they're gone still. But we could see some interesting stuff here from the double light tanks, maybe? I don't know. We will find out. Getting flashbanged again. Sorry about that. All right. Yeah, the concept 1B being pulled out for Wheel here, so not all Kronvans. Yeah, winner moves on to upper bracket finals. Loser has another chance. This is a double Elam bracket, but we're not going to be watching that set. So the loser of Toma and KittenM will be playing there. And we will not see who gets 4th place in this group for a while. But here we are. After the intro rolls. Yes, tiebreaker, Oliver. I am hyped too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And here we go. Wheel is boosting double Panzerwagons with super speed. Doesn't look like it's a boost like I thought maybe they could do, because like these invisible walls on top of that mound used to exist. Now they don't. But they are both going corner here. And neither Wheel nor Wet light tanks will spot each other. Sev is going to pull up in the Kron. He is not looking towards the corner. Laikai will make his presence known. Shoots that way. Watson shoots that way. And yeah, Alev's got to know that they've taken corner now. So this could be a challenge for Alev to fight here. Wheel's just shoving it. And Alev probably realizing, okay, yeah, with those light tanks there, we can't take this fight. So Wheel has very good initiative at the moment. And maybe they want to see if they can hang Sev here. Sev is kind of stuck. I think his super speed is used. He's just dead. He just dies here. He will not survive this. Tracked. Lilia missed a shot. It doesn't matter. Down goes Sev. And missing the shot. Yeah, rip. That is a dead Elev tank to start things off. Double light tanks just took map control, and Alev couldn't back out in time. And they grabbed the B base, but it's too late. They are down a gun. It's going to take a lot of effort for them to claw it back. Wheel has 2 light tanks to hunt down Wet whenever they see fit as well. Barthlin's going to get himself flanked by at least one of them very quickly. Wet's starting to step A. Laikai is probably just there to deny it, right? Wet's looking, finds Laikai. And I'm going to realize, okay, A is not grabbable. Barthlin's going to look at Niv and Watson will be there to put a shot in for free, yeah. Wheel's just able to do too much right now. Felice just kind of caught out. Well, we'll try A. Maybe he wants to see if he can do a little bit of a light tank 1v1 now that Watson's been spotted elsewhere. But this is, again, going to be a very big challenge for them to bring back. Chemo's going to go in there to help Laikai. Laikai actually doesn't get the reset. He gets hit hard for that. What the heck? That was a very strange peek. Didn't get the reset on A, and now Wet's just going to YOLO him. And he did fix his driver. He did have a dead driver. But yeah, Wet should be able to have this kill here. Laikai's just going to hide from Chemo to delay it as long as possible, but I don't know why Wet's waiting here. Nah, he probably thinks that someone's there to crossfire, but no one is there to crossfire. He just needs to pick up his kill. Chemo's actually bleeding unnecessarily for this. Yeah, that was useless. They just wasted time there. They are even on guns, but they're still down a good amount of HP. I will say they do have the caps going for them, though. It's not like it's lost for Lev. I thought it was cooked for them, but they're bringing it back a little bit here. But Chemo bled unnecessarily. Barthlin's going to die, potentially. Not backing around that corner for some reason. What's behind him? Yeah, nothing's behind him. He should just back around this corner, I guess. I don't know. He thinks he's safely held down, but he's just still taking damage. Anyway, Wheel is pushing towards A. They are going to stop that base soon. It's 800 cap points. Chemo is hiding in a position. He's going to potentially get found? I don't know. But yeah, no. Belev's still staying there with Bartholin. Just not a good position. Belev going to start to push towards C, though. Tyrannos and the other Kron are a bit low. Misty Apple could get a kill along with Wet. But Bartholin falls. A and B are both being stopped by Wheel. The Kronvon backs up. Misty's going to look for that kill, so that will be a good pickup. But the HE not getting the kill. Mormon has to unload the shot. CTA getting hit. A and B are both grabbed now for Wheel. Alev with Chemo in the back. He's just completely out of the fight. Got bled out to the point where he was too scared. Now Mormon G is just going to get picked off for free. Misty has an empty clip. That DPM is going to be abysmal. It's looking good for Wheel here, guys. It's a 4v4. Alev is stopping the A base, though. It's back and forth. It could go either way. Vitank's just going to try to clip out Wet. Will Wet get hit by anyone else in the crossfire? I don't know if CTA... Yeah, CTA does have a shot. Wet backs up. Good awareness. Don't peek that again. Vitank will survive. CTA does get picked. Vitank's going to hunt down Wet. But Lilia maybe going to get Misty or WoW. They're both too high HP for this. Chemo's going to get picked off by Watson and Vitank. 900 points, but it's not enough. It wasn't done in time. I think Alev did win it on caps. I think the kill just wasn't in time. Dang, that was a very close one, but somehow Alev did bring it back. I thought it was cooked for them losing a tank at the start. But no. Getting that nice little kill over on Laikai. Over on A. Very awkward that he didn't reset the base and ended up just getting himself stuck. And Alev won it. That's wild. Not the result I expected after the first minute of that game, but I really have to give it to them for bringing it back. Playing for entertainment purposes, yeah, it's all scripted, guys. It's all scripted. All right, let's look at the brackets, guys. And we've got Rejects over 404, Ponda over Altus, so no major upsets in Group 1. Group 2, both sets go to Tiebreaker. We could have watched either one and it would have been good. KittenM over Toma and Alev over Wheel. So we get to see KittenM Alev next. We got to see these guys play yesterday. I'm not sure why they're in the same group today, but it is what it is. I think they should be split, but it's whatever. One of Wheel and Toma is going to get 4th place in their group today. So I think that means Rejects is going to be able to slide into top 8. The question is who drops Wheel and Toma. If I go to Hall of Fame and Clans, how are Wheel and Toma? So Toma's got a little bit of breathing room. They're about 1,300 cups up. Wheel, if they get knocked out, Rejects will pass them for sure. If Toma gets knocked out, I don't know. It's possible. Rejects would have to get like 2nd. Or maybe win? I don't know. But there's about a... I think what, 9th place was 26,900? Yeah, like a 500 point buffer between Wheel. And here it's like a 1,700 point buffer. So Toma's got a little bit of breathing room. And now the website's bugged out. It's fine. We don't have to show that anymore. I guess we can just play a game. But yeah, great start to the tournament here. We'll just get into, I guess, I was playing a little bit of the 10v10 with the CS63 earlier. That's what we'll play. It's fun tank. It's pretty good. I am getting pings. It is from Player Warrior Destroyer. Rejects Ponda game doesn't have time. Oh boy. Okay, Rejects Ponda set doesn't have time. It should have a time. Oh boy. We might have problems with automation. Let me play out this game and I will take a look. Oopsie. In fact, I should probably throw my tank away because we don't want to waste any time. I should check to see if the Elev KittenM one has time. Alright, we'll just play aggro here. I missed. Nice. Nice aim, 34. Two and B in the back. Interesting. Somehow we're grabbing A. A little goofy. Fair enough. T95 making a play up. Yeah, let's just play aggro here, and if we die, we die. Alright, I'm just gonna YOLO this 1-2-1. Maybe not YOLO him. Play tactfully. Get unspotted first. Because of that guy. But no, I've got tanks shoving with me. This is W. I'll just get behind this rock here. And farm away. This guy's getting me spotted. Yes, I'm farming AFK. I do not care. Yeah, nice. That's what happens when I don't farm the AFK. He is spotting me, unfortunately. They are looking. Dang, that's crazy. They're all looking. I'll just hide behind him. Okay, and then once the concept unspots me, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I should probably peek this now. Still only 3 lit. I was lit. Dang, somehow I got spotted. I was tunneled in. If I looked at the concept, I would have been able to tell. It's fine. Yeah, I'm getting pings. Okay, yeah, looks like automations are fucked up for both sides. Yeah, women's online. Looks like she was already made aware. I looked away. No bueno. Let's see if lower bracket is at least working properly. That would be 404 Autis. Yep, women's online. Rip. So this one seems to be good, but it's upper bracket that doesn't have a time for both groups. Alright, well, I'm gonna wait until they assign a time there before I do anything. Because I don't want to play another game and then the set pops up. This could have easily been like a 6K game if I were paying attention to it. And not looking away for the last minute. It's all good. Alright. Tech issues, so much fun. Yeah, whatever, we will play a game. It'll be fine. Lots of platoons, very cool. Well, we have 4 TDs on both teams. So fun. We have double YAG and double 4K. This is a lineup of all time. What is their KPZ missile doing? What is he doing? I feel like I am potentially going to get YOLO'd. I'm just going to move to the other side. Char is in a very punishable spot. I just take this kill. Yeah, fired. I'll take that kill too, why not? Hori's yelling me. I'd rather take the Hori hit than the YAG hit. YAG fires. We move it. W aggression. That was worth it. And now this Hori is dead too. Gotta watch out for the KPZ. Nice. He's not looking, is he? So we can use this building as cover. Start shooting here. Oh, he's looking. Good thing I've got awareness. He fired. I can start using this building as cover to shoot the concept. The guy's reloading. I'm just gonna shove over. KPZ and UTD. Yeah, nice. Okay, I don't want to do this, but I don't care. It was fun. We take those. Bracket is broken. Yep, we're working on it. So Mohammed, welcome. All good and invited. I should probably hide this. Alright, yeah, I should hide it. We're good. Had a bit of a scare, but thankfully we addressed it early. Shout out women for getting on at. What time is it for her right now? Well, it's 6 hours, 3 a.m., 3:43, almost 4. Yeah, almost 4 a.m. Women, you're the GOAT. Alright, well, I gotta switch to a light tank now. And we're good. We can show the room. Maps will be starting out here on Naval. Nope. There we go. I've been moving the game to my primary monitor to play, but I have it shaped for my secondary monitor for this thing, just because my secondary monitor is my old main monitor before I got a new one. So I have to keep switching them back and forth. But here we go. KittenM defeated Toma up here. To fight against Alev. We saw them play against Alev yesterday twice. They got 3-0'd both times, but the first set had 2 very close games that KittenM definitely could have won with a little bit better play. We will see what they cook now. They are apparently not really on pace to qualify top 8 unless they win today's group. They are in what place? They are not even in top 16 on placement at the moment, it appears. So only a win can save them. Will be difficult to do, but not impossible. They will have to play a hell of a lot better than they did yesterday against Alev. But yeah, I'm glad I'm still monitoring Discord. We're all set here. Alright, lineups are interesting. Alev is keeping it simple with their Kurans and a Felice. KittenM did a lot of interesting stuff yesterday. They're keeping it relatively simple now, but double light tank is something they cooked a lot with yesterday. They actually played Alev yesterday on this map. And this was the map where they did the best in the 2 games that they played against Alev. They lost both, but they were both very close and very winnable. But they're doing double light tank again, which is something they did yesterday. Hopefully they don't run the same exact strat as yesterday. I don't remember the 2 and 5B. That's the most non-standard tank that we're seeing here. Oops, Kyoryash. Welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you here. Hope you're well, man. Hello, hello. And Bobo, hello, hello. Like from India. Appreciate you joining in. It's probably pretty late for you, yeah? Shoot, I didn't set up the intro. Oh, Naval, come on. Sorry about that. Oopsie daisy. Yeah, it's probably really late for you guys, isn't it? No, it's early. It's probably like what? 9-hour difference? 7 a.m. almost? Almost choked an ice cap. Fine. Alright. Since I started the map intro late, you missed about 10 seconds of game. Both light tanks playing split here for KittenM. Spotting the crossing here, put an early shot into chemo. Alev just going for a quick A grab. Misty takes a hit as well. Nice shot from Neko. So, early cap lead will go to them as well. They're just going to take C. Sev is there for potential resets, but Accelerator kind of distracts him, and other stuff up here is able to keep him away. I feel like Triple Threat and Accelerator did the same thing yesterday too, didn't they? Where they just pushed through. But they pushed all the way up to here, and that didn't go so well for them. We'll see if this time it goes better, but they do have the cap lead. Again, it looks like Barthelon going to try to grab B. I believe Alev went for B last time as well. And they will get it here. KittenM not keeping anything in the middle to reset it. So, you know, this is very reminiscent of yesterday's set. Neko will spot the Felice trying to leave. JTAG also lit. Misty might pressure him. Oh, misses the shot actually. Misses the second shot as well. That is funny. Go for a little triple track. Barthelon missed as well. What is going on? Barthelon missed 2, Misty missed 2. And JTAG gets away without a scratch. He uses a repair kit, that's about it. Oh boy. Great start. Hey, but Alev got their base, and they didn't bleed really much for it, just one shot. And there's the hit. He's locked in now. How does KittenM cook this? JTAG is just getting hit. Oh no, that track hurts as well because he used his repair kit earlier. Now he's tracked. He lost his driver as well. It's not good. Applewell was going to go in for the kill maybe. Takes a little bit of damage with return, but it's definitely worth it when you can trade for damage on a tank that's as low as JTAG. He is a 2-shot with good rolls, a 3-shot with average rolls. It looks like Alev is now moving up on Marquis Wolfstein, who is sideways. Jag is going to put in the full clip. You might as well. And Barthelon's just going to aggress along with Apple. They pick up the kill in JTAG. A little bit caught out. KittenM's just so passive right now. Look at everyone. They have 5 tanks red line. 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5 with the lights. Marquis Wolfstein about to die. It's just not looking good. KittenM way too passive. Alev is locked in now. They were messing around a little bit yesterday on Naval, but today they are playing a lot better. This game, not even getting close. They are still above 13k HP. The light tank's trying to make a play, but Neko should just die immediately for this, right? No, Apple still has a shot. No, it's gonna be okay. Yeah. Yikes. Hey, at least I've got a kill, I guess. But no, this set was not close. This game was not close. 7 in New Delhi. Awesome. It's good to have you. Happened in the Origin set. Origin did not play today. Origin qualified through PYS 2, so they're not in this PYS. Didn't play the game for a couple months. That's fair. Anything new? I mean, Reforge is coming out in like a month. If you see the garage here, this number 26, that's how many days until Reforged is officially dropping. That's what's new. Meta's Krons at the moment hasn't changed since last season, which was just like a month ago. But Kron Bonds are basically meta because they have as much DPM as really any other single shot heavy when you fire from a full clip, and they just have 2 extra reserve shots basically. As long as you keep shooting from a full clip, DPM is strong, and then whenever you want, you can dump an extra, you know, 800 damage in with shots. And it's very flexible with super speed and ret cal. And it's relatively mobile, and it's really good hold down, and it's got 10 degrees of gun depression. So it just does everything. Real question is, what is KittenM cooking now? M60 is not a tank. We've seen it all in this tournament. What is the M60 doing? 4 crons. I applaud their creativity, but what is this? What are they cooking? It's 2:50 a.m. Oh, okay. Late for you. Blitz comp is dead. What's up, Lion? Less than 100 across the streams. Yeah, I mean, for one, it is only preview skill. People are not watching preview skill as much. That's just kind of what it is, you know. Anyway, most in general, low-key dead, yeah, 100%. After fishy fatness, only play with knowledge is 34. I mean, there are some streamers with knowledge. Like when Bob streams, he was streaming competitive sometimes. Obviously, he was a Joker player for a long time, so he's got plenty of knowledge. But in terms of like NA streaming, there is Frost, who's like a good player, but hasn't really played competitive seriously, to my knowledge. And then there is Crody, who's like in Metro, and they're like okay. I think they have one top 8 season. And then there's Mega, who is I'm not gonna say the insults. I said I wasn't allowed to insult him anymore, so I'm not gonna do that. But whatever. Let's focus on this triple M60 cook here. They're going for base C grab. Alev already knows exactly where they are, but it's not C they're going for. They're going for something crazy here. Look at this positioning. What do we got here? Sev is immediately backing out. Accelerator got tracked by Misty, but no damage done. And yeah, Sev is like, I'm getting out of here. Wet got hit once. Chemo got hit once on the rotate. But can KittenM bring their M60s back? I don't know. Triple threat now capping. BTY coming in from behind. Those guys might take a little bit too long to get here. But J-Tag will have a clip for Sev, but misses the HE. But in come Apple and Chemo to help. Mormon there as well. But J-Tag takes the full clip. Sev just fully unloads and triple threat comes in. I do like this idea that KittenM has, though. To triple, he hasn't fired yet. He's just going to go for it. Taking a little bit longer to shoot than he should have. Allowed J-Tag to take an extra hit of 600 damage because of triple threat's hesitation there. But they do pick up the early kill. Alev is looking for Marquis over on the other side. Wet's probably going to help out there, but KittenM continues their push with the M60s. Mormon G or Chemo are going to be next. I think Chemo is the easier kill, but Mormon G is who they decide to go for. Accelerator wants him. The triple M60 is cooking, guys. What is this? KittenM going to turn on Wet right away with the M60s, bro. Oh my goodness. Marquis is still alive, by the way. He is still alive. Got Bartholin down to 40 HP alone. 0 help. And yeah, Accelerator Neko will be able to take out Wet, no problem. Apple's in a bit of a 4v1. Misty, Bartholin on the other side of the map. Misty might be able to sneak in a couple shots to Neko, but what a strat here. Triple M60. The fact that we're still seeing creative stuff like this in the big 2-6. Maybe Blitz isn't dead, guys. Maybe Blitz is not dead. Who am I kidding? Blitz is dead. But M60s, that was awesome. That was like the firing squad. Alev saw it coming and they could do nothing. W strat. I am enjoying KittenM. They are my favorite team this season. Do not care what anyone else says. They are my favorite team this season. W. Blitz makes content on the Doodles against 10k. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I don't even watch Blitz content anymore. Doodles kind of does a very good job on the YouTube scene. I haven't watched Peter in a while. Does he stream actively? I used to get him recommended all the time. I've not seen any of his stuff recently. So, I don't know. I'm making the most unconventional strats. Hey, they didn't get hammered this round. They took a game with triple M60. We're moving to Hellas, and I'm still seeing an M60 readied up. Are they going to be doing something similar? Oh my goodness. Pete's okay, like 34 presentations. I try to go for stream production quality. I'm glad that you appreciate that, Bobo. Well, you know, people have different styles, right? Someone like Peter definitely has a lot of knowledge about the game, and it would be good to have his mind as well, but if he doesn't care about comp, then he doesn't care about comp. I always encourage players to stream. The more streamers, the better. Metro has 2 top 8s? Oh, okay, yours apart, got it. They had one recently, and I guess maybe they had one a long time ago. It's just faded out of my memory. What did Mega do? He doesn't have any comp knowledge. I'm not allowed to insult him. I'm not going to insult him. Well, I would not recommend that channel. Is what I will say. Strongly. Alright. 20 seconds. Hellas for games 3 and 4. Lots of crons, of course. KittenM, unfortunately, is dropping out of the M60s. But almost identical lineups here. I forgot to switch into the training room overlay. It's all good. Whatever. It is all good. And I think, did KittenM play on this map against Elev as well yesterday? I don't think it went well for them. Yeah, I think they did. I think it was Elev, yeah, where they just shoved this side and got fucked. Hopefully they don't do the same thing. They're not running the same tanks this time. Maybe they'll be a little bit more calculated. Wet in the Panzerwagen gonna spot center, and Neko is just gonna go for a quick base grab here. So cap lead KittenM, Wet finds a tank, gets blind fired at, but he's too far back in the bush. JTAG misses those blind shots, but it was a good idea. And cap lead KittenM, Elev are again doing the thing that they did yesterday, where they have tons of tanks just set up in the back here, in case KittenM decided to YOLO, but they did not. They were more measured this time around. Mormon G getting punished a little bit. BTY taking 2 hits crossing. Ouch. Elev loves their crowns in the back here. Wet will go back and grab an A for Elev. Gets hit though. He's getting shot by JTAG actually, who was peeking up aggressively, but Misty and Apple are going to be able to punish him for that. Maybe it wasn't worth it. And he unloads his last shot. KittenM doesn't have a cover for this. Yeah, JTAG's just going to die. Misty unloaded a first shot. He's going to reload it. And now with the full clip, should be able to get a kill here, no problem. Yeah. I like how Misty's still keeping the full clip, because they're just going to push right into Neko afterwards. Yeah. Yes, you got the base reset, but you lost your entire tank for it. Not looking great. Triple threats getting nuked, minus 2100. He goes down. KittenM does pick up Mormon G, and they do have a shot at taking out Sev, Tails, and Bartholin as well. They're going to try to push forward and avoid Marquis and Accelerator. Marquis should keep his clip here. No point in unloading his reserve. Accelerator should be reloading too, but he's not for some reason. Neko gonna try to help farm out. They just want to get the kill. Marquis just shoots his reload, or his reserve. Whatever, man. If you waited a couple seconds, it would have been fine. But now you have no DPM at all. They are a gun up, but Elev is bringing their tanks back around. BTY could get clipped out and killed here. Yeah, he's on 225. Misty should have the kill. But Neko should be able to... Oh, he misses the shot. I was going to say he should be able to help pick up a kill here. He activates his reactive. Finds Wet all the way in the back. He puts in the shot. Marquis puts in the shot for the kill. And now Neko knows where Wet is. He's going to chill for now. But KittenM do keep their gun lead. They are down in HP though, but they have bases. Problem is, look at this. Chemo, super healthy. I don't like this play. Okay, Neko died, so gun's now even. I don't like what Accelerator's doing here. I don't know. Maybe it's not bad. Marquis can help out. Trading isn't something you want to do when you're down HP. And there we go. They will be able to pick up the kill, though. So that's not all bad, to be honest. And he's reloading his clip as well. I do like that decision. There we go. That is good at shot conservation, but Cat with power is getting hunted down by Wet. He misses his shot. He's just dead. That was a strange play. But he is out of there. 2v2 is looking decent for Elev, having a light tank left alive in the end game. But Applewell has a full clip that he can dump into Marquis. Won't be enough for a kill, so he's just going to reload his shot here. I like that. Marquis is reloading as well. Backing up like that will just get you shot by Wet, though. That's a strange play. If you're Marquis, don't you just want to face hug Apple? He misses the kill shot. Marquis has this. 845. He misses the kill shot. You have to fire reserve now, too. What is this? He backs up after missing the kill shot. Shoot it. He's hiding. Accelerator. What's this? What is... I don't know what I'm watching. Marquis does get the kill. He's now empty. Wet is stopping C. And he gets the kill on Marquis. Okay. Really strange end game there. Love takes it. It was a close game. Went down to the last tank, but... I don't know. Strange stuff there from KittenM. There were some really good decisions for holding shots and unloading, and some that I think hurt them a lot. Biggest mistake was JTAG throwing his entire tank away for a base reset. That was definitely really good punish by Lev for that. Taking full advantage of the misplay. And that really was what ultimately lost the game for KittenM, was their opening. Nevin's goated. I agree. It's enjoyable to watch. It is enjoyable to watch. Okay, game 4. And I briefly refresh the website, see how the other stuff is going. Guessing the lower bracket semis are done. They are. So 404 beats Altus, so Altus will not make top 8. And Wheel beats Toma. Toma might have a bit of a buffer over dropping out of top 8. Rejects might not be able to slide in here. We'll see. It's going to be difficult, and I don't have the point values to be able to answer that. So I am not sure who is going to sneak top 8. If Rejects wins their group today, they will definitely slide in. But the question then becomes, will Toma have enough points to keep themselves ahead of what other team is below them? I won't speculate too much. We'll see the points at the end. For now, it is time for game 4. Can KittenM force a tiebreaker on Elev? No light tank this time for Elev or for KittenM. Both running 7 heavies here, so the initial positioning of their tanks will matter a lot. With a light, sometimes you can send them to A and then run without any consequences, but now sending a heavy tank to cap A is a long time commitment that might cause problems, especially the slower tanks that you put over there. If it's like a Felicia anchoring a particular spot, really difficult to rotate them out. They are slow. NTG crossing the concept. BTY will be taking a position as well. I always find this position dubious from the spawn that BTY is in. Missed shot onto NTG, yikes. BTAG took a couple. Nice one from Mormon G and from NTG. Yeah, the positions that Mormon G and NTG are in are just better. Just the way that the map works out. If you're BTY, you can't back up too much or you get shot by Wet. NTG and Mormon G have a little bit more space to work with. Yeah, they have plenty of room to work with. They can afford to play up here like this, like they are. And BTY is already in half HP. This is just a dubious little spot for the concept on this spawn, unfortunately, and they are feeling it quite a bit. B2Y backs up just a little bit. He gets hit by Wet. Wet gets hit himself. And KittenM's not doing too bad overall. I mean, yeah, BTY is low, and he's just going to get slowly HE'd. Actually, Barthlin's going to make a play. But 11 has been hit pretty hard themselves. But he wants to make this play. Dude, JTAG and Triple Threat crash in on him for it. Accelerator's got shots in the back as well. Looks like they will fend him off for a moment. But 11 still can pull the trigger whenever they want here, to be honest. And now that Accelerator has an empty clip and Olev knows it, yeah, they can just shove this, yeah. So that's a good kill. They are down on HP still, though. They've bled a lot. Looks like Mormon G did take a good amount of hits. NTG is half HP. So all things considered, Kitten's still not doing too bad. They have the only base in the game at the moment. Olev did not grab anything yet. They're going to take C now, but the cap points will still be in KittenM's favor. They're getting bled a little bit here, but should be able to back the concepts out just fine. Misty and Wet speed boosting. They're going to try to hunt down Neko maxing potentially. He is backing himself up to the bush. He finds Misty. He'll take a hit for it, but hopefully not too much more than that. And he takes a second, gets tracked. Wet trying to grab B here. Marquis is there to help out, but won't be able to get a reset going. But he will keep Neko alive, who is only on 600 HP. Does he get blind fired here? If Elev could totally blind fire this, but I think they're more scared about Marquis. They don't want to unload shots if they don't have to. Looking at the other side, Cat's getting bled a bit. Peeked up a little bit more than he wanted to. Accelerator is just playing really passively, but positioning pays off. NTG wasn't prepared for him to be there. Puts a shot in. JTAG into Apple. Wet takes a hit over on the other side. KittenM's putting in good bleeds. They're still maintaining the HP lead despite being down a tank. Looking at Elev, pretty much everyone's on half HP. Misty and Chemo still doing okay themselves. And Misty is making a bit of a move here. We'll find JTAG. Proxy spotted in just a moment. There we go, proxied. Nice roll from JTAG. They're just going to trade. Ooh, rip JTAG. Not good. Good sneaky shot there from, was it Chemo, I think, that put it in? Cat with power was not able to pressure him, but Wet gets picked off by Marquis Wolfstein. Triple threat helps out as well, but yeah, Misty's already gone. So KittenM having two heavy tanks over there. Marquis is just basically out of the fight. It's going to take him so long to rejoin here with the Felice. And in this time, KittenM will be down a lot. Now, Cat with power can't really back into the position he wants to because of Barthlin and Mormonji being here. Normally, if you can dig into here, you're pretty safe, but Cat Power is too far forward. He just puts his shot to Kimo before going down. KittenM's still doing okay in the caps, but they're just going to keep losing tank after tank. Barthlin will pick up Accelerator in a moment here. Marquis still barely even able to join the fight. 935 now for 11, 940. They will be winning this on caps, but they lose Apple Wow. Triple That's trying to make a play in on Misty. If they can keep him away from Mormon G and NTG. But they're not worried about that. They want to go for a kill elsewhere. As KittenM gets the kill, ends up winning the game. We are going to be going to a game 5. Holy cow. The caps were so close at the end. But Triple Threat picking up that kill kept them alive. How many did they get to there for 11? They were super close. I wasn't looking at it right away. But man. Missed you at the 4.5. It just wasn't enough. Getting picked off at the end. Man. That's tough. Tiebreaker time. Another tiebreaker. 2 to start off the day. KittenM having a chance to get in a winner's bracket finals, which would be crazy. Again, this team is not even in top 16 on points. And they are putting on a show. A very good show. A jolly good show, one might even say. And we're on Molendyke for the tiebreaker. And they're running a Vickers and a G2 Vickers and a G-Sor. Huh. So some crazy lineups here. I love KittenM. This is a very enjoyable team to watch. W. Tech is not schooled yet, surprisingly. No spoilers. I'm gonna put this in here. No spoilers for people playing the games. Just want to make that very clear for everyone watching stream, as I see there are some KittenM players in the chat. So make sure you do not spoil the results of this game 5 before it happens on stream. All right, Molendyke, let's see what both teams are cooking. Alev are running a more simple lineup with a light, a concept, and 5 crons. KittenM, again, as I said, mixing in double Vickers and a G-Sor with a concept and 3 crons. We will cook. We will see. But Vickers can be scary for Wetachu in the Panzerwagen, as that hash can definitely chew up a Panzerwagen. Sometimes you will see the light tanks running the reactive armor, because for some reason they gave it to the Panzerwagen, but hash ignores that entirely. So KittenM will be sending Cat with Power directly to A and Neko to spot middle. Alev is fully committing C. Wet's probably going to go for a quick base grab here, but KittenM gets there first. Having Cap lead on game 5 is a good start. Neko not going to find anything. He activates his reticle. Finds NTG. Drop down. Doesn't take a hit. And Wet is able to grab C here, so 1 base per team. A little bit of info traded on either side, but not the most. Only 1 tank spotted. Blind Fire's coming out. KittenM is now setting up a lot of tanks on A, including the G-Sor here with that beautiful gun depression. And Applewell getting spotted in the back along with Mr. Chemo with a sneaky shot from the Vickers. Actually, both Vickers are in their own spawn. They could get themselves caught if they're not careful. Ooh, this could be scary. Yeah, Cat with Power does get lit, but he's able to turn around and get away in time. Might take a hit. A clip even. Yeah, that's painful. Yeah, they're playing a bit with fire there. They were not able to spot what they wanted to and got hit hard for it. Bleeding out in a light tank early is never ideal. But they're hitting Apple. Looks like KittenM's just going for a shove over here. Applewell has found all 3 of them, though, and Alev is just going to shove this. I don't know why the Vickers tanks aren't running, but they're just going to die here. They are just going to die. Do they turn around for Wet? No. Neko's still looking at Misty. And KittenM's light tanks just getting cornered here, man. They were caught out. Marquis is going to come try to help out, but Alev just jumps onto BTY. Down goes Cat with Power. Neko's in a 2v1. Yikes. Just bad light tank play from KittenM, unfortunately, in this last game. They were doing so well, but no bueno. Putting both light tanks in the same position is good for if you're hunting something down, but they did not get the info they needed. The tanks were not spotted until it was too late. And now, unfortunately, despite how good the set has been this last game, a bit of a steamroll. Marquis will be picked off shortly. KittenM's not out of it. This was upper bracket, so they do have another chance. They're going to have to fight against a Wheel in a moment here for a chance and a Grands. But Wheel is not an easy opponent. But, I mean, props to KittenM for at least bringing this to a tiebreaker. Yesterday against Alev, they weren't even able to take a game. But today, they're doing well so far. And maybe we'll even see them play against Alev a second time. Who knows? Props to Alev for being able to hunt down light tanks as well. It's not an easy thing to do. They have infinite mobility, but for some reason they decided to stop and stay put, and it hurt them. Down goes J-Tag. Trying to sneak a kill onto Chemo, but it's game here. There we go. Another kill. But GG. Alev will be making it to Grand Finals for group number 2. For a shot at direct top 8 qualifiers. Although at this point, even if Alev didn't win that set, they'd likely make top 8 on points. And there you go. 3.4 for Mormon G. Good stuff. Caught out the light tanks. Yeah, a rough one for Power and Neko, but it happens. It happens indeed. And I got my next invite, so we will go ahead and take a look at that right away. Gotta hide for that. And yeah, Wheel KittenM. Haven't played Blitz and What's? Forgot you're following me, but you will lurk. Well, I appreciate you stopping by. I love you. Welcome to the stream. I remember your name. It's good to have you back. It's been a long time. And Zeno, hello to Zeno. Chat is in the future? Yes, the chat is in the future. Well, the chat's in the present. The stream is in the past. So, if you think about it that way. The reason that I was saying stuff in chat to the KittenM players is because they know what happened right away, as do I, but you guys don't know until 3 minutes later. So I don't want them telling you things before it shows up on stream, which takes 3 minutes. So that's what I meant by that. Anyways, we are here on Lagoon. This is going to be another best of 5. I'll show the room in just a moment here. Spoiler alert, one of these lineups is interesting, and one of these lineups is boring. I want you to guess which team has the interesting lineup and which team has the boring lineup. Are you ready? The answer is, look at Wheel's lineup, guys. This is snooze. 7 Kronwagens. I am snoring right now. And KittenM, look at this Giga Chad lineup. M60, yeah. P95E6, yeah. Type 5 Heavy. Is this a boost? Or are they just shoving with it? I think we saw a team play on... Was it KittenM play on Lagoon with a Type 5 before? Maybe it was, and they just shoved with it. But, like... Look at that. That's a Giga Chad lineup. Only 3 Kronwagens. Look at Wheel. Boring. Boring snooze lineup. It is what it is, man. Double Light had so much potential. It did, man. It really sucks that they kind of let themselves get hung out there. They weren't spotting what they needed to spot. They let tanks sneak up on them. If you're in a position where if you spot a tank, it's too late, like at that point, the fact that they spotted the Kronwagen and ran, but they already caught up to him, it's like, that's a terrible spot for a light tank. You're just not getting the information you need. So, unfortunate, but they will learn at least. They will learn. That is for sure. But it's all good. They have another shot at life here. Loser this set is knocked out of PYS 3. And if KittenM loses it, it's their top 8 hopes and dreams gone as well. But they could still sneak into top 16. I didn't see where they were doing on the cups exactly. Let's see. So 404 is 16th with 24,600. I should show this in the chat or on stream. So KittenM's got 23,300. And this was 24,600. So they're 1,300 cups behind 404. But like FIDE didn't play today. They'll pass FIDE 100% because these guys are neck and neck. They'll pass FIDE for sure. Getting a second place today. I'm certain of that. So they should make top 16 here. They'll pass FIDE and they'll probably pass 4K and VATS. I don't know how far up they'll go, but they'll make top 16 with today's performance, most likely. The fact that they're earning cups today in day 3, which these teams, they might be playing the middle echelon, or not middle echelon, might be playing Proving Grounds, but I don't really know how many cups that earns you. I do not know. The cups are just kind of a bit of a, you know, a big question mark for me. I don't know what the values are. Accelerator 40% YOLO push and chemo highlight of the night. That was W games, man. I enjoyed watching them. It was the lag, they say. I don't think that's what they said. I don't think that's what they said. They're not making excuses, which I respect. Here we go, guys. Hellas. No, Lagoon. Why did I say Hellas? Hellas is lost that. Lagoon. I'm crazy, guys. I'm losing my fucking mind. I am losing my mind. It's been a long prove your skill. Lots of issues with the server. It's whatever, man. It's whatever. Here we go. Cat with power in the M60. Giga Chad tank. Does he just speed boost directly up to the ramp? He does. He will proxy Vitank. Vitank might even be able to sneak a shot in. Yep. Maybe 2? No, doesn't want to stick around for 2. He gets clipped out if that happens. CTA got hit. Maybe it was a Type 5 HE? I don't know. Neko gets found. Kronwagen's fully clip out into him. Only 2 shots. I think one of them just tracked. Cat with power has taken the ramp up top uncontested. But Wheel's grabbing a base. KittenM does not have a base. They're not even attempting to grab one at the moment. They want to see if they can get kills here. They smell blood in the water. And they go for Vitank. But Vitank is just fine. It is Accelerator getting clipped out. Holy cow, he is dead. BTY is fine. Neko needs to push this. You don't wait here. Oh, he's tracked maybe? I don't know why you wait for that there. You know those Kronvons up top are clipped out. Why does Neko wait? That just allows Vitank to survive. What is this? This is not good. Okay, he finally gets the kill. Well, extra shot for Vitank. Just fine. Marquis Wolfstein gets clipped out in the meantime. Wheel is not messing around. Lilia playing forward. Other Kronwagen will be able to clip out Triple Threat, who is in a very amogus position, but he's going for the HE 1100 into Lilia. KittenM could push this now. It is a juicer of a shot, but KittenM is down a gun, and they're down a lot of HP. And Lilia is able to put 2 shots in before going down. And that is all you can ask for. JTAG kind of ISO in the back, and the E6 getting HE'd. It's no Blaines. Might be able to kill Dr. Watson with the nicely placed HE into the turret. Kind of blocking him from leaving. But no, not going to shoot an HE. I don't know why Watson isn't trying to put a clip into JTAG. You have a full clip. You might as well put it out. But wasn't looking for some reason. He goes down, but it's just fine. Wheel has so much HP here. 2 tanks under 100 for KittenM. Nice shot from Triple Threat. Atomic does miss the kill. Does Triple go for the ram? Yes. Yes, I want to see it. No, he's backing up. He's got cold feet. Cat with power making a play on Laikai here. He does get picked off, but yep, Triple Threat down. A ram play would have been Giga Chad, but he was not going to catch that Kron. Anyway, everyone from KittenM's low. BTY will fall. Atomic not able to get killed there. JTAG was looking for it, couldn't find it. And KittenM will take game 1, no problem here. Jason, welcome. Don't worry, you're here now. Well, I'm happy to have you here. Welcome to the stream. And Oliver, I agree. They are a good, resilient team. I am proud of their performance, but it is not over yet. They can still win. Not this game, but maybe the next one. We'll take it 1-0 with their 7 Kron snooze lineup. But unfortunately, that is kind of how the meta works. It's a good tank. It's very spammable. And it's hard to do anything against. M60 with a 4.5k game Giga Chad, but it was not enough. Marquis did not have a fun one. It's always painful seeing like clipper tanks that have so much clip potential doing low damage games. Like 400, you have a 1600 clip. Just put your shots in before you die and you have 1600. But it's always rough to see stuff like that. Happens though, it definitely does. And here we are with game 2. Viewers are starting to show up now. Earlier people were commenting on how it was dead. Yeah, it was definitely dead, but now things are starting to turn up. which is not a bad thing at all. No, these are the good sets. It's getting entertaining. Word of mouth is being spread. It's good stuff. 58 combined viewers at the moment. And KittenM again going with the Giga Chad lineups here. 3 E6s. They have crazy ideas, and I love to see it. Wheel, snooze. I mean, they have a light tank, but snooze. Snooze, snooze. It's all good. They're doing what it takes to win, and you can't really diss them for it. It really just comes down to Wheel just being a solid team of experienced players, and KittenM maybe less strong of a team if you evaluate things from a skill perspective, but they are relying on creativity and strategies to win them games. And it's been working a little bit, you know. It's been working to some degree. And now that they get to show it to the world via broadcasts. And here we are, game 2. Triple E6 Giga Chad. Where do they go? Watson's going A, going for a quick little A grab ski here. KittenM C with their lineup here. Cat with Power might spot mid. So they're not triple YOLOing the E6s altogether. That's interesting. That's what I might have expected them to do. But Cat with Power will spot Atomic. Maybe even Lykai? No, not Lykai. But Watson steps A. KittenM's not even worried about bases here. Neko, J-Tag driving right on through. Accelerator. I should probably get in the air. We'll step C after all, but they'll be down the bases here. Cat with Power is a little bit alone ski here. I didn't see if he got lit just a bit ago. He needs to get out of there before he gets hunted down. Vitank has his number. Cat with Power not crossing here until the last second when Vitank was already looking away. I don't know why you stopped there. He put in the shot. I thought he could get caught out. No, he takes 2 in return. Yeah, not worth it. You just keep going, man. Not worth. 20 seconds. E6. Maybe Watson snuck in the shot. I guess he meant to say E6. I don't know. Cat Power is lit. View the Tracer Shell. At the moment, things are slow. Cat points again in favor of Wheel. And Wheel's also bled out Kitten a good chunk more. Made the Chetneko double agent. Damn, that's toxic. So mean. Wheel's going for B now. Surely Marquis is not gonna peek this, right? He gets lit. He was already lit. He was proxying. But, yeah. Didn't want to get farmed by Mr. Atomic there. So Wheel just has 2 bases now. Just even more pressure. What does KittenM do? They've rotated back. They find Lykai, but Laikai's in a good position to kite. He does get tracked, though. He's used his repair already. He's got support, though. Atomic's right there. Watson's right there. The tank can crawl up, although Wolfstein will be able to help out at that point. But yeah, Lykai keeping that super speed to reverse out of there, but he is tracked. His repair kits are now gone. Good shot from J-Tag. The tank's just abandoning. I do like that. They're just going to single out Wolfstein, who is just alone again. And again, Wolfstein, just put out your clip. That's all you got to do at this point. You are as good as dead. You've got double Kron on you. Just put your shots out. Yep, there you go. That is good. Lykai is the first tank to go down. KittenM will continue their push on A, but they do lose Mr. Wolfstein. Neko will fall as well, getting farmed out by Mr. Watson over there. Neko should be able to put out one more. Just put it out. Why are you waiting? There's no point there. Fair enough. Oh, wow! J-Tag actually sneaks it in. Neko stays alive. Okay, I did not see that line up there. Crazy. That's what was cooking there. He was waiting for that first. Never mind. I take it back, Neko. You played it well. And just like that, Atomic is getting shoved into. KittenM are cooking here. They're a gun up. They're about to be 2 guns up with this kill, BTY. They've got another clear kill here. Ooh, looks like E6 missed the shot into the back of the Kronwagen, but he has a line here. CTA is hunting him down, but Neko is kiting a full health Kronwagen, which is good. And then down goes the Kron over there. Yeah, Neko is getting immense value out of being alive right now, because if a tank has to look at Accelerator... Wow. Crazy line there by KittenM, sneaking that kill. They were winning, but that definitely was the game-winning play. Like, they sealed the game, I should say. Game-sealing play. W stuff from KittenM. And we're all tied up 1 game apiece. Or at least we will be in a moment. Marquis was the sacrifice. But he did what he had to do, putting the full clip in this time. I think he got out all 4 shots. Lilia, I didn't even realize Lilia was still alive over there. I was just looking at CTA. But he'll pick up a kill. But in comes KittenM. Accelerator blocking CTA from running. And there we go. Tied up right before hitting 1,000 at cat points. They get the last kill. 1-1. It's doable, guys. It's doable. KittenM is not dead yet. No, I'm done. Got banned from your last team. Your top 11 or your top 17. Dang, Oliver. It's crazy. Ace game 3.8 from Accelerator. Neko keeping alive 3.7. Yeah, good stuff. And yeah, Marquis got 3 shots in out of his clip. 3 hits. Yeah, that's fine. Better than doing 1 when you have a 1600 clip. Yo, RGK in the chat? What is up? What the fuck are these teams? Wheel is 3-2-2. And KittenM is... I don't know if they're the same team as last season. I don't think they are. They picked up J-Tag. It's interesting, though. KittenM's just been running wild lineups like half of these games. Yesterday, they ran a 4K5 and triple lights, and they won. Anyway, Rockfield for games 3 and 4. Lineup's not quite as interesting here. Wheel going back to their Kronvon spam, but they bring in a Hori. KittenM IS4 in the mix. For most of Krons. RGK, today's been entertaining. We've had 2 tiebreakers so far. This is the 3rd set. It's been good. It's been very enjoyable. At the end of the day, it's about content. Definitely not about being competitive. It's all about content. Tournaments are about content. Isn't that right? As we introduce a Rockfield here. Game 3. We have been seeing teams run a little bit of T100, even though Panzerwagen has been mostly the meta light. T100 is still definitely usable, and it's got Tracer Shell still, which is pretty useful to have. They will both be sending C. We'll spot each other. In the past, we've seen Wheel kind of split tanks like 3 and 3, A and C, but they are a bit less split this time. Both lights do find each other here. Neko's going to back out. He does have a little support from J-Tag, but he is playing extremely passively at the moment. Cat with Power getting spotted all the way in the rear somehow. Watson got that good view range. Neko will rotate up to A. Looks like Watson going to try the same. No, he's rotating back to C. Fair enough. Neko stops himself here. Wheel should be able to grab C. Ooh, BTY gets hit hard. Where's my mouse? But he's able to sneak into the A base. Should be able to grab it. IS4 is low profile enough. Putting his gun out there. Does the tank try to shoot at the gun barrel? That would be funny. But actually, KittenM will take the cap lead here. Atomic got hit in the Kronwagen. I like what Atomic is doing, covering Wheel in case, you know, there's a shove from over here. Also, Neko is going for his self boost. And he hits it. Nice. Good pathing. Of course, super speed on a tier 10 light tank definitely makes it easier that Panzerwagen's the first tier 10 light to ever have it. Actually, maybe even the first light tank to have super speed. Can't think of any other light tanks that have had super speed in other tiers either. So Panzerwagen makes self-boosting a little bit easier. Although definitely on this spawn, it's a lot more challenging than... Obviously, you can't self-boost over on the other spawn, but this is a challenging boost to hit. It's more challenging than the Castillo one, at least. Obviously, there's plenty to compare to, but this is one of the harder ones to hit. Anyways, looks like Real is doing a full rotate over to A. BTY is still stuck in the A base. Tyrannos has likely been spotting this to make sure that he didn't back out. I don't generally love the position that he's in from a fighting perspective, but KittenM has so many tanks elsewhere that he's not going to be pressured from his position. Like, usually it's punishable if not where BTY is at, but if the blue team pushes a couple crons right here, you can't really hide from it. But that would apply KittenM to be the team applying pressure over here, which they are not. They're the passive team. They have less tanks set up here. For some reason, KittenM still with 2 on C. 2 heavies on C is a big commitment because you already have the Panzerwagen up here. And Wheel is likely to start pushing A quite soon. It looks like they are moving their tanks up for it. And KittenM does have tanks ready to start shooting, but the little rock that Kronwagens are hiding behind means that BTY is just going to get farmed. KittenM has to push their crons more forward to start putting shots in. But then goes BTY without any issues at all. JTAG grabs C, but Cat with Power also being over there. KittenM just has way too many tanks out of the fight here. It's not looking good. Lily is actually going to be pushing this as a solo against JTAG. Just kind of crazy. But when you have reactive, you can take hits like this. Cats with Power is going to turn around. But again, this is like a full health Kronwagen. That's just not helping with the main brawl over here. He will go down soon. No, he's just going to drop out like that. Yeah, this one's a tough one for KittenM. Not set up too great. Light tank did drop down. He's going to push to help out over here, but they've already lost JTAG. Cross map shot from Vitank. Nice shot there. Accelerated triple threat entered a 2v4 scenario. Yeah. 2 guns down, not a whole lot that you can do when the enemy team's already at 900 cap points. So we will take this one. Without too much issue here. Down goes Watson at least. They picked up a second kill, but they lose Accelerator, they will lose triple threat, and that's 1,000. And my game just crashed. Just making sure that everything else is looking good. It's not the stream causing any issues. No, it's just the game crashing. Looks like that that ending just broke me. It broke me entirely. All right, here we go. But yeah, that is another game for Wheel. They're up 2-1. KittenM is out of second chances here. This is an elimination set, so if they do not win the next 2 games, their hopes of top 8 are over. They should still be able to climb into top 16 with today's performance, but not 100% on that. Again, cups have been buggy, and even if cups were correct, I don't know what the values are for this new format, so it is what it is. Got some Wheel fans in the chat. Mango's in here. What's up, Mr. Mango? Don't spam it too much. But it is good to see these teams with their fans. I have nothing against that. What's the lore? I don't know. Breaks so many rules and draws so much attention to himself despite not having the authority that he claims to. There's more to it, but I am not allowed to publicly insult him anymore. So I will not be doing that. But anyway, game 4 here, we are seeing a 60 TP come out. A little reminiscent of some old meta. You don't really see that tank too much anymore. Maybe the first time this tournament. It's a good tank though. It's just not a Kronwagen. But here we go. KittenM is banking everything on this lineup. The IS-4 comes out again. Again, it's also a non-standard pick, but I'm not really surprised to see that on Rockfield. It's the most commonly used heavy tank for grabbing the A base. It has been for a very long time, and it's always been just like a respectively good tank. Hasn't been overpowered recently at all, but it's always been reasonably good. The gun's always been fine, and most notably, it's probably the lowest profile like armored heavy. So it fits in that little bunker spot to grab the A base, which is why it's being used here again. Neko is going to quickly spot the A side this time. Watson switching out of the RHM, or into the RHM. He's actually doing a little self boost. Fails it though. I don't know if he was trying to get over here. You can do that. Maybe he failed it. Maybe he pulled back. But Neko has been spotted over on A. So Watson going to try to sneak into the C base. JTAG is there, but somehow not spotting him. There we go. Spots him now. But Wheel, pretty much everyone on the team getting spotted. Tyrannos the only tank that wasn't lit for that moment. Pretty much everyone on KittenM's been spotted as well, but they're playing quite passively. JTAG driving up on Watson. He's just going to bail from the C base. Laikai going to grab A. BTY is shadowing over here, so can grab it at some point, but Wheel has lots of tanks behind. Lily and Fartman, again, they're in positions that I don't like. If you hide over in this little thing on either side, it can definitely get you killed if you're not careful. But KittenM's not applying pressure, so it's not really a big deal. I should say they're not applying pressure to A. They are applying pressure to C. Triple Threat wants to see if he can catch Dr. Watson out over here. Or potentially this other Kronwagen, which looks like he's just going to put a full clip in here along with JTAG. And they'll get this kill, but Vitank and Tyrannos are coming in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yeah, JTAG's cooked. He pushed a little bit too far forward. And he will go down as well. He definitely could have survived if he backed up like this way. Or at least survived a little longer to the point where he could have kited closer to his team, but he puts out his last shot and dies. KittenM's going to counter push into A, it looks like, where they have a 4v3 advantage, but they're 100% going to be losing Triple Threat here. Triple just looking to get the last shot in, but not able to do so. Neko's just rotating out. And KittenM wants to get a quick kill here on Laikai. Cat with power. Boom. Big shot with the 60 TP. Lily is just speed boosting out. Atomic. Putting in the clip before going down. Wants to speed boost out as well, but won't be able to do that. Just going to put the full clip into Accelerator. Not a bad decision. Big shot from Cats with power. Atomic puts in 2 of the 3. That's not too bad, all things considered. Wheel has taken the time to grab the B base, actually, which I don't disagree with, to be honest. Wheel has the time. Lily is full HP. And Wheel actually is quite healthy, despite being down a tank. They have a 1300 HP lead. Watson also kiting Cat with power. He's definitely not going to be catching him. Not even going to spot him. He does spot him, actually. Wow, I did not expect him to spot him running there. And putting in a big 663 shot into Watson. That's actually very game-changing. Now Watson has to play scared. He's a 1-shot to the Krons, 1-shot to the Felice. Maybe Neko could sneak in a nice HE shot, but Tyrannos is starting to play up here. He's going to be able to get a kill on Accelerator, who's looking at the tank. He's going to try to go for BTY himself. That should be a kill. Lilia misses the kill shot, in fact. Gets that one, but now you're an empty clip Kronwagen. Marquis won't be able to get the kill himself here, but Accelerator's going to go down. Wheel should be able to pick up that one as well. Neko still hunting Watson on the other side of the map. It could get very awkward here. Marquis is still alive. He's not going to go down. He's reloading an extra shot to help get the kill on the tank. But he's going to have fired his reserve, and Cat with power going to be alone. But Neko does find Dr. Watson, so it's a 3v2 endgame. Problem is, Tyrannos has a full clip here. Lilia's going to have 2 shots themselves. But big shot from Marquis Wolfstein, still having a shot there. Or no, that was Neko, actually, across the map, potentially. Neko needs to get in. You are wasting time. Cats with power should pick up Tyrannos. No, doesn't. Not in time. I don't know why Neko's wasting so much time over there. Oh, they're just going for a base win. You know what? That's fine. I respect that. Trying to play it safe, although Neko definitely could have saved the 60 TP a little bit longer there. But there we go. Lily is lit still. Base B has been grabbed, so we'll have to be playing for bases this whole time. Lilia could clip out Marquis. Does Neko get this kill? No, Neko gets the kill. Early, though. And now it's a 2v1. Tyrannos is lit. He won't be able to do anything here. He might even be able to get the kill on Marquis, but no. All right, KittenM ties it up. I was concerned. I was like, you can get the kill there, get the kill, but going for the caps. Although, really, Marquis definitely could have died if it was like less than half a second more. Lily would have gotten the kill on Marquis, and it would have been a little scarier. Neko still would have had an advantage with the caps, especially with Tyrannos being a one-shot, and Lily would have been a one-shot as well, but man, it's been scary today. And we are down to game 5 again. We've watched 3 sets today. All 3 have been tiebreakers. This is incredible. This is a very entertaining day. I hope that you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Yukon the tiebreaker, an asymmetrical map, but not really an unbalanced one, in my opinion at least. This is very good stuff here, guys. Mythos in the chat. What's up, Mythos? Big wow here, guys. All comes down to Yukon for game 5. Wheel back with their snooze lineup. 7 crons. Ugh. Wake me up when the battle's over. I don't want to watch. Just kidding. 5 crons for KittenM. They're locked in here. They're not running any goofy lineups at all. They run a Vickers, so they've still got a light tank in here. Vickers isn't a troll pick by any means. This is exciting stuff here. Who will take it? Wheel and KittenM fighting for a chance to play against Elev and Grants. 60 TB meta? Oliver, just because a tank is used does not mean it is meta. That is not what it means at all. That's the first time and only time that 60 TB has been played on this stream in this tournament. One tank being played does not equal meta. Meta is the most powerful tanks that are most commonly seen. So that would be Kronwagen, Felice, Concept. That's your meta. And then Panzerwagen, I guess, for light. But yeah, that's your meta. It is the most spammed tanks. Ones that most commonly make up lineups. F3 as well, maybe. But really, it's Kronwagen. It's just Kron. Alright, game 5 here. Who y'all got? What a day. Here we go. Zabi has been subbed in for Wheel game 7. Cool stuff. I didn't see if he was playing in the previous game. I don't think so. I don't think I've seen his name. Unless I'm just going crazy and he's been playing the whole time and I just haven't looked at his name, but I don't think so. Cat with power getting lit by Vatank all the way in the back. Nice shot from Cat with power on the move, but he takes a lot of hits for it. 1 for 3. Not great. Although Vatank does get hit with a dead driver now, uses his repair kit. Neko is flanking in the Vickers. You don't want to get yourself caught out too hard there. Wheel grabbing B, KittenM grabs C. We're seeing A as well being grabbed. No, they're driving right through. They want to see if they can get a quick kill on Marquis. Cats with power could help put big shots into Laikai, but Wheel's got very good initiative into Marquis here. He is likely to go down. He will definitely be going down. And KittenM's really slow with Accelerator and Triple Threat. Going for caps here. This is not to be a cap game. And what did Neko do? Neko just pushed into do Krons alone. Okay. Well, this set has been exciting, but KittenM is off to a horrendous start here. Just really good aggression from Wheel, picking off that early kill into the Felice. And yeah, they're just shoving through with all their Kronwagens. 7 Kronwagens in the clip potential that they have. KittenM just kind of playing passively with the rest of the tanks and letting it happen. And just like that, a minute and a half into the game, it is already a 7-on-4. This has been a very back and forth electric set, but unfortunately, this set kind of ending the same way as the last set, with a very big sweep in the last game. And even though the HP is close, I don't think KittenM has a particular chance of winning this one. They're going to try to hunt down Zabi and Laikai. They're both low, but They are losing some of the healthiest tanks on their team here in Triple Threat and Accelerator. Neko actually goes down. Yeah. So unfortunate to end this way for KittenM. They will not be making it into top 8 today. But I do have to congratulate them on a entertaining and well-played set overall. It was enjoyable watching the creativity of their strats. And even though it didn't end up beating Alev or Wheel, it was exciting to watch, and I wish them luck in hopefully top 16. They should be able to make top 16 with those points, but this is the end of KittenM in PYS 3. GG's. And just like that, Wheel and Alev, the first set that we watched, will be the last set that we watched today. Grand Finals for PYS 3, Day 3, Group 2. Watson with a nice 3.5. And we got our invite just like that, so we won't waste any time here. Go to camera, get ourselves set up. We'll also check the leaderboard. I'm sure that the other bracket is in Grand Finals by now. With 3 tiebreaker matches, we were definitely the longest set of the day. Yeah, Rejects Ponda is actually Grand Final, so Rejects getting at least 2nd place in their group. If they beat Ponda today... Okay, I actually have to show this. I don't know if I showed this earlier. I don't think I did. I don't think I've shown this in a while. Rejects actually beat Ponda in Tiebreaker in Upper Bracket Finals. So if Rejects beats Ponda again, they will make top 8 100%, and they will definitely be passing... I don't know if it would be Toma. Maybe Toma. We'll be passing someone, obviously. But just by them getting 2nd place, they still could pass a team like Toma that got 4th. So very scary stuff from Toma there. But Ponda beat 404 after going to losers. No, there were 0 sweeps in either of these. We'll see if Grand Finals is a different story, I suppose. But at the moment, 0 sweeps in any of the groups today, which means that the groups were set up quite nicely. So props to women for that. Good stuff. Good battle, lots of counter pushes, some tries unisons. Yeah, it was good stuff, Protein. I'm glad that you're enjoying. Okay. But yeah, those are your groups at the moment. Rejects Ponda and then Alev Wheel. Came only for a second while I set up the training room. Alev on the left, Wheel on the right. Alev, Wheel. There we go. Grand Finals PYS 3. This time it is Alev cooking with the double lights, taking a bit of inspiration from KittenM here on Port Bay. 2nd time we get to see Port Bay today. Nothing wrong with that. Thank you, Double Agent. I said it. That's crazy, Muhammad. I don't think that was the only thing that lost in the game. They weren't protected on C. They sent so many tanks down to D that everything else just got picked off one by one. Oof, I'm gonna refill my water actually. My voice is starting to go. We got 2 minutes. And this is going to be a 2.5-hour stream with, no, more than that. It's going to be like 2 hours, 45, 50 minutes at the rate things are going right now. This is a best of 7, by the way, to end things off. So this is going to be a longer set, assuming it's not a sweep, right? If it's not a sweep, then that means there's going to be at least 5 games played, which is the same as, you know, all the others that we've watched have been 5-game sets. And again, Alev and Wheel played already. Alev won that in a tiebreaker. This will be exciting stuff. Yeah, GG's Cat. Thanks for Putting on a good show. Not going anywhere. Hell yeah, man. See y'all next season, maybe. Good stuff. Check Discord, everything's good. Hopefully the other group is doing just fine. Hmm. 56 viewers, yep. Viewers are spiking for the final set of the day. And here we go. I guess we can reintroduce Port Bay. Let's get right into it. Dr. Watson, same one as EU? Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And then Nibva Tank apparently is the Mercy light tank and collar. Anyway, we've already seen Alev play this map once. They're actually doing the same exact thing, it looks like. Double Panzerwagen boosting to the corner. Although, Wheel doing something similar, but bringing a Vickers into the mix for this fight. Which the Vickers HE would be quite nice. Ooh, big shots into Misty, but also big shots into Lilia, but Misty goes down first. Wet's going to try to pick off Lilia first here, but Wet's going to go down. Wheel's actually going to be able to aggress harder over on C. They actually take a bit of their time. Oh my goodness, big shots into the Kronvon. He dies instantly as well, but Wheel has both of their light tanks in the corner, so despite the HP deficit, it's looking good for them. And yeah, what is this play from Chemo? You're never making that with 2 light tanks in the corner. You just get tracked and farmed. Crazy stuff. But Alev are not doing terribly. They have the extra heavy tank at the moment. They're still down a gun with those double lights in the corner, being able to put in a good amount of damage. Thing is, though, Alev are doing a decent job at hiding themselves from those lights, so it's not looking terrible. And Laikai is actually going to get hit pretty hard here. He will go down, and just like that, or even 4 guns apiece. Problem is NTG is about to fall. And Sev was looking like he was trying to reload his clip, but he ended up emptying it. So he's got low DPM to work with here. He's trying to face Watson just so he doesn't get HE'd too hard with that hash. But Wheel has a decent setup here in the end game. They're a tank up. And again, double light tanks will definitely help with flexibility here. And Alev doesn't have a very clear kill to get here. Nibva full HP. Tyrannos is quite healthy. He's not going to be able to get clipped out easily, just hiding from the Fleece. So Wheel's initiative into the corner will win them game 1 against Alev. Sparks are already flying here in this set. And I'm just going to mark it to them now. Why not? But really what won Wheel the game was them pre-aiming the light tank in the cross and getting those shots on Misty, who died before he was even able to join the fight. He did like, what, 1 shot of damage, I'm guessing. Maybe 2, because I think he hit 1 on the crossing. Port Bay spawns are imbalance and pause. Something makes difference comp. I've said the same exact thing, Muhammad. I fully agree with you. The south spawn I don't like in pubs because the hill you have to cross. But yeah. Yeah, tough one for Misty. He just got nuked. This Kronvon didn't do very well either, to be fair. It's 0 damage game, but his team still did fine. Dr. Watson farmed a nice 5k almost. Game 1 was quick. Maybe this will be a fast set after all. Who knows? They'll just throw each other their tanks. I don't know. What's up, stuff? That's JTAG, right? What's up? Or is it Jag? It's either Jag or JTAG. I don't remember. Rejects wins Grands. They're in top 8, but Toma won't be the one they knock out. I see. I see. Obviously, if Rejects wins, they're in Grands. Yeah. Because Toma had a decent point buffer. I just wasn't sure if it was enough. I didn't do the math. Maybe someone else knows the cup points and they can do the math, but I did not do the math. Alright, anyway, game 2. Wheel, 6 crons and a concept. Alev, 5 crons, Fleece, and a Panzerwagen. They'll have the only light tank, so they can try to go for the corner here, but this doesn't look like a corner yellow to me. They're cooking something else. Dr. Watson get cussed out by Peter for stream sniping. Nice, that's funny. Does Peter stream with delay? I don't normally stream with delay unless it's tournaments, but recently, since tournaments are the only thing that I stream, I do have the delay. But like if I'm just playing pubs, which is what Peter does, I never used to run delay when I did that. But Tank and Watson, same team. Okay, so they were both on Mercy. Got it. Thank you for the context, RK. Good to have you again. No, Little Cup Stay 3. I have no idea. I don't remember. That's why I hadn't given a firm answer on who I believe was dropping out of top 8. We will see next stream who is in top 8, I guess. Oh, I see. You're talking to Billy, not me. Fair enough. Here we go. Game 2. It looks like it is another C push from Wheel, despite not having the light tank. Maybe that's kind of like the mind game that they're playing is, oh, we don't have light tank, so we're not going to YOLO, but we're still going to end up playing here. Wet will spot them most likely, unless Wheel goes for a bit of a delay here. Concept gets lit. There we go. Watson's lit. They don't hit Wet, though. Wet backs out. And Alev does have tanks here to back him up. So we are just going to be seeing another game of players throwing tanks at each other. Wheel's going to try going for the corner with double Kronwagens this time instead of double lights. So does Alev just shove this with their greater numbers? The only problem for them right now is the Felice is just not in the fight. They're doing a good job of focusing Alaikai and keeping Chemo healthy, but now Sevtail is the new focus fire target. Chemo's getting shot from the corner Kronwagens, who, now that they're heavies in the corner, not lights, they can afford to play a lot more aggressive in their positions. And Alev is kind of boxed in now. This is the only spot where they can really hide and not get shot by somebody. So they're trying to reload those clips. Wheel's got good clips right now. They could take advantage of it. Lulia is also in a pretty good position. Not my favorite in pubs, but it can definitely get used from what Alev's doing right now. And Alev are just, oh my goodness, the Felice wrapping around has just taken so long. He'll definitely get a good sneak up on Tyrannos when he pops up, but Wheel is not wasting any initiative here. They've got Chemo down to a 2-shot. They're putting lots of damage in. It's really hard to tell who's taking the hits with all these names next to each other, so I'm kind of looking on the left here. But yeah, Barthlin finally showing up, Wet finally showing up, but they're already dropping 2 tanks. They're already down to like half the HP of Wheel. And Wheel are just absolutely dominating here. Looks like they've been saving everything up for grand finals here. They have looked very locked in. They are up a tank. They are up 3,000 HP. Zabi is ammo racked, but it doesn't matter. They pick up yet another kill. Mormon G will clip into him along with Bartholin. But, you know, Wheel just put the pedal to the metal. It took a little bit too long to get around. And it seems the corner is winning these games here on Port Bay. Indeed. Wet driving all the way around. Come on, you gotta die for time, buddy. SMH my head. Wheel can take out Bartholin very quickly now that they've got 3 crons on him. Wet is still running. If I'm Wet here, I just drown, bro. I don't know why I'm wasting all this time. It's for the content, Wet. You gotta drown. SMH. Nah, you just gotta do this, I guess. What's up, Kim? Welcome to the stream. Nice username, lol. And there we go. Wheel with a quick 2-0 lead on Alev to get things started here. Getting intense. Ultimately, I think both of these teams will likely end in top 8 regardless. But it could be interesting. If Rejects wins their set, I don't know who they would pass. I do not know who they would pass. But anyway, 2-0 lead for Wheel. They sweep on Port Bay just by taking corner control both games. Faust could be Alev's chance to prove that they are better at a map. Could tie it up 2-2, but Wheel's looking locked in at the moment. What do you mean we'll see? You do the math for yourself. I just don't have the math in front of me. Oh, you're still talking ability. Fair enough. Don't know the cup format. Not going to just take your word for it. Yeah, I don't know what the cup values are. Do not know. Anyways, Faust here. Alev rocking a Vickers wheel with the Panzerwagen. Mostly Krons otherwise, a Fleecha in each team. We'll bring in that concept. So this is your meta, guys. These are your meta tanks. My shirt tag is bothering me. This is my first time. Oh, I should just cut it off. I just ripped it off. There you go. Perfect. Wasn't sure if it would rip off cleanly, but it did. W. W for designers that make the tags easily rippable. And with a clean rip as well, so there's nothing like left over that's poking me. Because that was nice. Bro just wants to spite you, lol. Well, Stuff has been playing competitive, so I do trust his analysis on this. Stuff is, I'm pretty sure that's Jag. I'm pretty sure he's on Alev. Aren't you, Stuff? Mr. JT? I keep saying that. I need to stop. Mr. Jag, aren't you on Alev? I forget what team you're on. I know I saw you, I was watching you the other day. Okay, early cap lead for Wheel. But Alev are taking ground here. Wet crossing gets hit hard. Oh my goodness, minus 1500. Ouch. Yeah, not looking good. He's just sitting, so he's like, yeah, what just happened? Good nuke from Wheel. They were ready for it. Big pain. And they have the cap lead on top of that. Yikes. Alev is getting handled here. Wheel is just ready. Voltus, good to have you, man. Welcome. Dude, this stream has been super entertaining. All the sets up until this point have been tiebreakers, all three of them. But this fourth one, Wheel is kind of cooking Alev here, not gonna lie, man. They're definitely cooking. Watson spotting A. He finds Misty. Sev will grab A. That will tell Wheel that there's at least 2 tanks from Alev here. When does Wheel decide to just kill Wet here? They probably don't want to do that. They know that Alev is set up here in the ramps. Where'd Zabi get hit? Oh, where is Zabi? Zabi's holding on to the back. He got hit from Misty. Full clipped out, actually. But Wheel's got tanks to push into Sev as needed. They're not going to do it, though. Tyrannos was some held in his area. Maybe from NTG. But Bartholin will be opposing him as well. Puts a nice HE into the other Kron. I almost said it. Almost said it. I didn't say it. Didn't say it. But Sev will move forward. Misty is probably reloaded at this point. Yes, he is. Wet was able to get away from the corner. If he were still around, like I would easily have been able to pick him up. But Wet has to play max distance for the rest of the game, which is definitely a disadvantage here. But at the moment, the hit points are quite close. So it's not over yet for Alev. Ronvagen here is getting traded with. Sevtails could sneak in and put damage in, but he's hunting down Zabi. A little bit of a fight over on D. Wheel will grab the extra base. Laikai is getting hit from the light tank, who's playing, again, max distance. So it's good that he's using his tank effectively. Wheel also grabs Beast. They have three bases now on Alev. Mormon G getting flanked by Watson as well. Chemo's going to try to come in and help out. Watson playing well, backing out in time. Alev does end up getting the first kill on Laikai. Zabi was able to get out. He is just as low as Wet. And Chemo does push Watson away from getting the kill on Mormon G. They are still holding off against Lilia out here. Zabi's being forced to play max distance just like Wet. Well, Wheel is getting themselves unified a little bit more in the middle here. Vitank having a bit of a one-on-one with Misty. Misty just needs to be careful not to get farmed in the back by the other Kronwagen. But Vitank trying to reload full clip. Just probably going to put it all in at this point. Misty saving shells in case he needs to put them into Zabi here. Lilia, Mormon G get traded out on the other side. Zabi gets himself spotted. Nice shot from Bartholin. Holy cow. Not an easy shot to hit. Oh my goodness. Wait a second. Where is Bartholin? What did you see? What do you even see there? Dude, that's a crazy shot. Especially because Felice is not an accurate gun. That's a really big shot. Allows Misty to focus on Vitank now. Alev pushing in on Dracula. And the Kronwagen here. Bartholin could go for that kill. He's trying to cover Sev. But now Tyrannos can kind of cover the Kronwagen, but Chemo is there to crossfire. Alev are somehow able to bring this back. Caps are still a bit of an issue, but kills onto Chemo and Wet back to back make things a little bit worse for Alev. I thought it was looking so good, but 5-on-3 becomes a 3v3 just like that. Who gets the kill here between Bartholin and the Kronwagen? It's close. Who gets it? Misty's looking for something. But no, it's 1,000 caps to Wheel. And Watson ends up getting the kill on Bartholin. And they're up 3-0. Dang, all the sets were so competitive, and this one might end so quickly. At least that game was close. I love losing those 2 tanks when it was a 5v3. Definitely hurt them a lot. But the fact that they kept it so close despite losing their Vickers almost entirely at the start is impressive. I'm going to refresh the bracket. There is a chance that the other group is just over by now. Probably not, but maybe. Because these are longer sets and grands here. And again, there weren't any sweeps on that side. Yeah, their group is still going on, so I'm not even going to bother showing anything. This is a chance to be the very first sweep that we've seen today. And it's in grands, which is crazy. Because these guys already played today, and it was a tiebreaker. They were good games, too. But Alev's a last chance here. Granted, likely to make top 8 anyway. Still. Getting him to bet against Wheel than Alev is managing. Yeah. Alev already did beat Wheel once, though, to be fair. In their first set. You should avoid playing one side against Wheel. They're best at brawling. Yeah, they are good at that. You were very right, RK. They've been doing good at brawls, and I said that even from the beginning. KittenM was able to do well with their creativity and stuff, but Wheel, they're just good at brawling, focus firing, all that. You're on Alev, yeah, that's right. I could have just scrolled down like that and I would have seen you. I just forgot to do that. Yeah, I trust you know what's up with the cups. I have old spreadsheets that show the cups. I don't know if they're accurate, actually. They could still be accurate, but I have no idea, and I haven't cross-referenced anything. It's especially hard to do that with the Proving Ground stuff. Adding extra cups in there. Wasabi wasn't in rejects before. He was before. Now he's in a Wheel, it appears. The thing with Wheel and rejects, those are both kind of like Russian-speaking teams, Voltus. So a lot of them, I shouldn't say they flip players because they don't often flip players. Their core usually stays the same, but they can flip players. That being said, I don't think Wheel communicates with each other in Russian because I don't think a lot of their players, or I think there are a lot that don't speak it. Like, I don't think Lilia does. And I don't think Laikai does. I am fairly confident Laikai doesn't. Anyway, nice triple cap there from Wheel. No, that wasn't triple cap. What am I saying? They do get the base lead though. For some reason I thought Lilia and Laikai were down there. Rejects, as far as I'm aware, they do communicate in Russian. I am not aware of otherwise. I don't know any of their players well enough to know any that don't speak Russian. Anyway, Alev is very set up here towards CD, but passive with a few tanks. Wheel has committed a lot of stuff over on the A side, seeing if they can trap the A base somehow or whatever, but there's nothing. See, Alev is now looking to move there. Is Wheel going to stay unspotted? Tyrannos is kind of at the point where he could get spotted if he's not careful. But other Kronwagens are well hidden. The tank drops down. There we go. He gets lit. Uh-oh. Big damage into him. But Dracula now gets lit, and Savtails could be in a bit of trouble here. He uses his repair. Gets double tracked. Good shots from Tyrannos. Misses the last shell, though. Bartholin holding off a Watson. The other Kronwagen there. I like this position that Watson's taken. He can use this to kind of angle his gun down. Okay, Sev is the first to fall. The tank and Tyrannos are both low, but they're also in like reasonably safe positions. Like Alev can't really push this. They've got a lot of distance to travel. Now Zabi showing up. Bartholin's going to go down too. Guys, we're going to be seeing a 4-0 in grand finals potentially here. HP is still even, but 2-gun advantage, and both of the low HP wheel tanks have plenty of time to reload the clips there and absolutely zero danger at all. We can flip to the other side of the map here. And even over here, Wheel is doing just fine. Mormon G might lose the 1v1. Alev is going to clip out Laikai, so they will pick up a kill. But the Mormon G Lilia 1v1 is getting close. Lilia's bouncing the shot. Mormon G misses it, but Lilia takes the fall damage. Fair enough, I suppose. If Lilia did take that shot from Mormon, they would have been a 1-tap, but they're not at the moment. And TG sitting in the open for Zabi to get a clip in. But now he is in a bit of a crossfire himself. Watson will be able to clean him up. Alev still somehow has the HP advantage, though. They were able to bring the guns back to even. Watson will kill NTG. Mormon went for a shot at Watson, but missed. So now gun advantage back to Wheel. The tank's in a good position, though. Chemo missed. Do they push this Kronwagen over here? Ooh, yeah, the crossfire. And oh my goodness, he goes for the tank and just ends up throwing his tank away. A little bit of a mistake there. HP is even, but it's a 5v3. Lily ends up killing Mormon G 5v2. Crazy, guys. This set was so competitive at the beginning, but now it is likely that Wheel 4-0s Alev. It's not impossible, though. We see a 1 HP Kronwagen over here. But 3 caps for Wheel. It's going to be very difficult for Lev to find this. And Lily's got the crossfire. Yeah, Watson can just hunt down Wet. So, after everything, with all those tiebreakers, I was like, surely this is going to be the slower set. But the 4-0 here means that this might actually end up being the quicker one of the two overall. Still gotta say, though, there's no way the other bracket was more entertaining than this. Like, there's no way. Good fight from Alev, but grand finals, not as much, unfortunately. And that is that. 4-0, congrats to Wheel, guaranteeing their top 8 spot. Alev will still likely... I don't know. If Rejects wins, they pass Alev, probably. I don't know, actually. I don't know. Alev has a chance to slip, then. I'll look at the leaderboard in a second here. Nice 4K from Lilia. Yeah, let's first show the bracket. See if the other set's done, which I don't think it is. Yeah, Rejects Pond is still playing, so crazy that all of these tiebreakers, and this ends up being the faster set just because of the sweep. So, well played to Wheel. Congrats, they definitely earned it. But if we look at the Clans Hall of Fame, 8th place, Alev, 27,300. If Rejects wins their group, they might just take that spot. 26,900, so it's a 500 point difference. Well, the points wouldn't even matter. They get in, and I don't think Alev will be able to pass Toma in cups. I think Alev might have lost top 8. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. There's a decent chance. Alev drops out if Rejects wins. And if Rejects loses, then Alev should stay. Because they both had equal placement today. So it all comes down to the Reject set against Ponda. Ponda's safe no matter what, so they don't care. Zabi Russian? I think he speaks Russian. I'm pretty sure he does. Wheel is English, Rejects is Slavic. Got it. Okay. Thank you, Ryuga. Appreciate it. I know Wheel has a lot of Russian speakers, though. I don't know if the Europeans do or not. But I know Tyrannos does. I know Hanzo does. I know Zabi does. But wasn't sure about Vitank or Watson. I don't know what country they're from. Like, I do want to create suspense again. Lol. It was close. Alright, well, we can do... I'm going to go to camp. I'm just going to... I'll sit here. I'll refresh for a little bit. I'm not going to refresh for long, though. To see how the set's going. But what I usually do is I click on matches, and then I click on brackets. And if you see there's still the match here, it means that it's not over yet. Oh, excuse me. 2 hours 37 minutes. Yeah, we're gonna be about 250 maybe by the end. I'll just play a game. I will just play a game. Any reason like I didn't show so much? Yeah, I don't know. Well, for a German player, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Lots of Legionnaires these days, huh? Nothing wrong with that. Okay. I'm going to move this over to my main monitor so I can see it in full screen. May have delayed myself a little bit here in the combat. It's okay though. Yikes. Dang. Am I just gonna get yellowed here? What is this play? I thought I was gonna get yellowed, but he is gonna kill that Sheridan. That's kind of crazy actually. I am still getting yellowed though. I don't know if you want to do that, buddy. That Yo is holding that corner though. I'm not peeking that at all. And I get the skill. Big. Yes, go 50B. Move. I can't. Now I can. Nice. Am I still gonna die? It's likely. Get him 50B, W. I went for a track, I couldn't get it. Big. Big! I don't know where the 183 is facing. Can I proxy him? Probably not. Didn't he have another tank with him? No. He's alone. I do proxy him. He fired. I'd like to help out the 100. Oh no, I tunneled. I sat in the open. That was stupid. That was stupid. Okay, I just sold that game. We could have won that. Unlucky. I sold. Did not see that guy coming back. Reject spawn is still going on. We'll just play another. Alright, well, we will rock Steeb. If it doesn't end after this game, I will just call stream. Everyone's already dropping anyway to watch the other set. Thankfully I have 30B supporting me. W. Where's our light tank though? Yeah, nice. W shared a missile. I got lit. Don't know how that bounced. We used his repair kit. He's playing up. I'm not confident they have the extra light tank over us. Since one's not playing here, but another Panzerwagon's playing center. Fair enough. Okay, well, I'm lit for 20. That guy drops. They're running. We're just gonna lose the other side of the map. Our shared missile's already almost dead. Yeah, they're bailing. K5 is looking. And our 30B just killed himself. Nice. Love this team. No help from the Sheridan, and then the last guy kills himself. Okay, I have no gun depression here. I'm just bailing. I can't catch a break. I am just leaving the area. I'll try to hold it from the back. Auto 1. Thank you, Billy. So, Rejects does not make top 8. Alev gets to breathe a sigh of relief. That's what it sounds like. W. I'll show the bracket at the end as well, and then we can call it. Where'd that go? Unlucky. Peek up in case anyone's there. Can spot them. That's fine. Sherry's over there. I can get that kill if I need. Yeah. It's not great. Shots are just not aiming, or not going where I aim. Snuck that one in at least, but he got 2 kills before I could get one. Ah, Sherry's over there. They're not going where I am. It's fine. Yeah, I'm probably cooked here, unfortunately. He's just gonna YOLO. Oh! Oh, and the Sheridan's there, of course. No help. I had 1v2. Alright, show the bracket. Honda 4-2. Congrats to Honda for winning their group. Rejects had a chance to clutch their top 8, but they will miss out. Which means that whatever the top 8 was stays, I believe. If everyone's correct about the cups. So, top 8. Oblivion, 7 Rats, Joker Origin, Ponda, Wheel, Toma, Alav. Congratulations. We will see you guys soon for round robin. I don't remember what the date is off the top of my head, but we will be streaming that, of course. And I hope to see you guys there. We go ahead and call it. Thank you, Maggie, for joining at the end. Welcome, everybody. Outlaw as well. All right. You guys have a good one. As always, stay safe. Happy tanking.